It is the 14th day of May 2018. Welcome to New Vision TV News around Uganda, where we look at stories making headlines across the country. I am your host, Ruthina Seji. We kickstart off today's bulletin from Busia district. The Court of Appeal has nullified the election of Adea as the LC5 chairperson of Busia district and ordered the Electoral Commission to conduct fresh elections. In February 2016, Adea stood against Owudo Sowedi, Deogracius Hasubi Njoki, Bernard Wafula, Godfrey Wandela, Simon Waswa, and Eston Wanyama for Busia LC5 seat, and he emerged winner. Being aggravated, Sowedi and Njoki filed a petition against Adea at Mbale High Court, contesting the election of Adea, which was ruled in their favor by Justice Andrew Bashaija in July 2016. The court found that due to his previous conviction and sentence, Adea was not eligible for nomination and election to the office of LC5 chairperson under the Anti-Corruption Act. This prompted Adea to appeal the High Court decision on grounds that Bashaija erred in law when he held that he was not qualified for nomination at the time of election. A panel of 3 justices led by Remy Kasule dismissed the petition on grounds that Adea is barred from holding a public office for 10 years, having been convicted of corruption in 2013. Moving on to Bushenyi district, a total of 60 coffee farmers from Rukunjiri district last week toured model coffee plantations in Bushenyi and Shema districts to give more knowledge on how they can improve their output. The group comprised of members from Rukunjiri Coffee Platform toured by Coffee Demonstration Garden at the Uganda Coffee Development Authority UCDA Western Region offices in Bushenyi and a coffee processing factory in Shema. They also visited the farms of Cyprian Banjirana and Justice Muganga. The two are leading coffee farmers in the area. The UCDA Regional Coffee Extension Officer in charge of Rukunjiri District and Kanungu, Edgar Nabasa, who led the group, said the purpose of the visit was to expose coffee farmers to good agronomic practices. Nabasa also said they wanted to benchmark from the best farmers and the best coffee cooperatives, which are already engaged in coffee processing and coffee marketing. Rukunjiri District Agriculture Officer Pius Kwesiga said the visit to the farms was also meant to equip the farmers with better coffee management practices. Kwesiga said government should liaise with districts to strengthen the coffee multi-stakeholders innovation platforms in every district. Before we move on to other stories making headlines across the country, let us look at what is making headlines in today's copy of the New Vision. The headlining story today is government lists sub-counties for power supply. Also in the New Vision, Mukuli's trial starts today. Moving on, other stories making headlines, we have government bans trade in donkey products, and also Entebbe Expressway to open next month. Moving on to other stories, media should be a vehicle for transformation, says Museveni. Sunday Vision celebrates Mother's Day. Those are some of the stories you should grab into this copy of the New Vision. Experts worried about raising cases of dental diseases. Yeah, grab your copy of the New Vision to get more stories and also other stories that are really making headlines today. Every Monday we have the health and the beauty pullout, and today's healthy and beauty pullout headline is when food becomes an enemy. Whoever knew that food would become an enemy? So the health and beauty pullout has this as the story for you in detail. We also have why you should not tamper with your earwax. That is a story you should read today. Moving on, we have fresh in the New Vision is the infrastructure pullout, and we have free zones, will they deliver development? That is a story you should read. Then new gateway to sea taking shape. Okay, that is a story we should read from the infrastructure pullout. Karuma Dam keeping tabs on the environment. Let me see if... Okay, yeah, there's so many stories you should read from the infrastructure pullouts. Moving on, job match is also into this copy of the New Vision. Okay, let's conclude with what is making headlines in the sports docket. We have We Are Up to It. That is a story you should read. Then Kabaka kicks off Bika 2018. And then Light SS sets out. There's so many stories you can read from the sports segment and also into this copy of the New Vision. Get your copy of the New Vision at only 2,000 shillings. And remember, we are proudly the leading daily. Moving on to other stories making headlines across the country, let's go to Luka district, where a medic at Chiyunga Health Center was on Friday forced to refund a bribe he got from a parent who wanted a blood transfusion for his child. Henry Mukaya, the person said to have given the money to the medic, said that on May 4th, he took his child to the health center where he was told that the child needed blood transfusion. Mukaya was then asked to pay 40,000 shillings for the blood. He says he did not have the money at the time, but rushed to borrow from a friend in the village. The Luka Resident District Commissioner Stephen Nsuga Bewayo, who forced the medic to refund the money, said the child had reportedly died by the time the parents secured the money. Bewayo requested the chief administrative officer of the hospital to discipline the errant officer. Dr. Matthias Wawiri, the district health center, said medical workers should stop asking for bribes before they can treat patients, since the vice taints the image of the medical profession. Finally, from Serere district, after completing a teaching course at Bulowa Primary Teachers College in 2016, Cecilia Keti, a recruit from Serere district, was all smiles. However, her celebrations were cut short when she was diagnosed with kidney failure in 2017 at Mulago Hospital. She has been on dialysis since February this year, where her parents have to part with 300,000 shillings per week. She will be on dialysis until she can raise enough money for the kidney transplant. Eletu is a secondary school teacher, but he said his salary is not even enough to transport them to India. Dr. Simon Peter Eyoku, a renal physician at Mulago Hospital, said Eyoku was diagnosed with a disease and it is in its last stage of renal failure that requires chronic renal replacement therapy. A total cost of the transplant is $20,900, which is about 77 million shillings. The total amount includes return air tickets of 3 people, including for the donor and an attendant. Well wishers can send their contribution to the Stanbic Bank account, which is on your screen below, and in the names of Mirika Itimba. Also send mobile money on the numbers on your screen. And that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more news updates and other programs here on New Vision TV by visiting our website www.newvision.co.ug/video. I am Rathi Naseje.